Shonda Crawford. According to Texas law, the TDCJ Parole Division is currently processing the following offender's case for parole review by the Board of Pardons and Parole. For your convenience, you will be notified of the board's decision. Please give your input as such information is vital and return it within 10 days from receipt. Dear parole boards, help me to understand why the offended is up for parole yet again. It was a year and a half ago that my family and I had to write these letters and relive the most tragic event of our lifetime. You are cruel for sending this at Christmas. You have the facts of this case and know that the offended took my sister's life on the day that's considered to be the most holiest of the year. At the time of year the carolers are singing Silent Night, we're screaming the reasons to keep the offended locked up like he should be. What do you think could have possibly changed from the last time I wrote my letter? My sister is still gone. My mother still had to bury her daughter. My nephews are still growing up without their mother. My memories are still filled with pictures of seeing my sister's lifeless and bruised body stretched out on a gurney, seeing her blood all over unopened presents she bought for her kids, seeing the bloody knife he used in the kitchen sink. And her face is still missing from our family photos because she's still buried 6 feet deep in a small town in Louisiana. Honestly, the offender shouldn't be up for parole. He was given a gift, a slap on the wrist of 20 years. For the brutal murder of my sister, he was charged with manslaughter. The offender should have been convicted of murder, but if such is not the case, he needs to at least serve out his entire 20-year sentence. He's only served 11 years and been up for parole twice. You make us beg and plead to keep the offender locked up, and all the offender has to do is put on an act, and you call it good behavior. Well, did the offender display good behavior when he took my sister's life? I'm highly disappointed in our so-called justice system. Slapping us in the face with this and asking us to participate in your insensitive reindeer games. How dare you, parole board, state that for my convenience, I can express my comments on the reverse side of your notification letter, and I should hurry up and send it because I only have 10 days to respond. Ironically, I was in the middle of wrapping gifts when your letter came, just as I was doing when we got that call those years ago that my sister had been stabbed. So excuse me if I choose not to express my comments on the reverse side of your notification letter. I have far more to say than that which will fit on the back side of your 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. My sister deserves more respect than that. And forgive me if I do not restrict myself to your timeline of 10 days from receipt. I'm not sure if you're fully aware of the emotional process one has to go through in order to write a letter like this properly. First, one has to gather one's thoughts, and then put them into complete sentence, and then write them down with tears streaming from my eyes, and then do it over and over again until one can finally read one's own paper without dried up tears staining it. Then one has to read and reread, then rewrite again because after rereading the dry paper is now smeared with tears. Here it is, parole board, my final input. The offender shouldn't be allowed the opportunity for parole if my sister can't be resurrected from her grave and brought